seeing here is from news station correspondent Allie Bradley. She got an exclusive inside look at that raid at Glen Valley Foods. There were about 70 officers and agents from multiple federal agencies, including ICE. Officials say that 70 workers at that business are in the U.S. illegally and were arrested.
During an immigration raid on June 10th at Glen Valley Foods, a meatpacking plant in Omaha, Nebraska, ICE detained 76 illegal aliens, approximately 50% of the company's employees.
Did you hear that they raided a food packing facility in Omaha, Nebraska? Word is 70 to 80 people got caught up by those three-letter boys. Guys, it's going down outside. I don't know what's going on, but a lot is going on right now. People are saying all those people did have false documentation. That's what people are saying, so they ran up in there and snatched all of them up. This is what I'm hearing. Did you know in Nebraska and Iowa, they have the largest food packing facilities? I never knew that, guys. This is what people are saying. People are saying if they rounded up all the workers, that is going to be a hold on all that food getting out, which may affect us. Guys, like I said before, I remember when I said it, I was joking around. Get ready. It's not a game.
Hello guys, and welcome to the Joy Report. In today's video, we're going to talk about Nebraska Maga ranchers breaking down after voting for anti-immigrant policies. Let's go straight into this video. But first, let me play you a few videos on this matter, and I'll come back with my commentary. As I said, all credit goes to the creators of these videos.
ICE raided a meatpacking plant in Omaha, Nebraska last week, and in one go took 70 of their employees. The next day, they were operating at 15% of their usual output because they were left with a skeleton crew. And they're not the only business that this has happened to. The hospitality industry is getting hit really hard. Any hotels, restaurants that have undocumented employees could be left unable to operate if their entire staff gets taken in a raid. So some of these people are complaining, and Trump heard about it because, a lot of these people, I'm assuming, especially the ones in places like Omaha, voted for him. So at the end of last week, they announced that they were going to put a pause on raids at places like food packing plants and hospitality industry businesses to, stop these businesses from closing their doors. But then today, well, would you look at that? Changed his mind, of course, because he's a puppet. Basically, he flip-flops based on whoever's in his ear at that very moment. So last week, he probably had some big shot from a big meatpacking company telling him, hey, you're hurting my business. So he's like, oh, okay, we'll stop doing that. Now he has his hardliners on his side that insist that we need to keep rounding up people that are working at meatpacking plants, what a danger to all of us they are, and sending them back to where they came from. So I would love to know what these people who run these businesses, who voted for him, are thinking. I'm looking at it like you fucked around and found out, but unfortunately we're all going to find out when it affects all of us.
Looking at the videos at that Glen Valley meat packing plant, right? That meat plant in Omaha, Nebraska. If you look at the video, the people who are sitting in the break room. Now, this happened on June 10th. Right? Look at the people who are sitting in the break room. You notice they were just on break. The videos are on TikTok, you'll find it. They were just on break in a relaxed state. And boom! ICE just walked through the door. The people are in shock. They're in panic. They look extremely fearful. Right? It looks... They set this up real good. They set it up really, really good. Because they blocked off all the doors. That means nobody could move, even if they wanted to. And the people are just scared and intimidated. You understand? This is what I mean by they are eliminating due process. And they told you that. They told you they're removing due process and that they do not want you to go to the court because there's a chance that the court may grant you whatever you need to stay in the United States. They don't want that. So they're using government strong arm, brute force, military power, as you've seen in Los Angeles, and now also in Texas, right, to fight against the public. That's what it comes down to. That's what it comes. That's where it's at right now. So you've seen it in LA, you've seen it in Texas, and I promise you, it will be in other states. You see the momentum. They're building this up. They're using the military. Look at what the government is doing. They're using the military against civilians. When every city, every state in America, every county have enough personnel in their police department, in their squad ops department, they have enough personnel to take care of whatever protests or whatever uprising is going on or not going on, looting, whatever. They have enough people to do that. But as a show of force, they introduced the United States military, put in troops in a quagmire situation, you would say. Because believe me, a lot of these military service members, they do not want to be there. A lot of them don't even like their leader. So they don't want to be there. Okay? You can see it. Go watch the videos for yourself. Peace.
Nebraska.
I mean, did the Latino community need it in writing? Because I don't get it. I don't get why we're here. I don't understand why they voted for him, especially Latino men. And he thinks you're all Mexican, by the way. Americans mostly they think all Latinos are Mexican. I hadn't heard of ICE coming to Nebraska, but now they're just now starting to show up. And you know where they're going? They're going to the meat packing plants and where people are working. They'll probably show up to North Omaha where all the black and Latino people live. You know, I just can't believe that Latinos had a hand in this. What is it? Is it lack of education, lack of knowledge of history? What is this? I just don't understand.
The T and the far right promised to punish immigrants, and they clapped. Now, that punishment is written in black its own. But he has come out to say anything. What policies don't. It's voters who think cruelty comes without consequence. These policies don't just affect the border, they affect your backyard, your business, your family, and no amount of red hats or flag waving can protect you from the reality you voted for. So next time someone tells you immigration is a problem, ask them who's going to feed America. Ask them who's going to clean the barns, milk the cows, package the meat. Because right now in Nebraska, the answer is no one.
ICE is currently in Omaha, Nebraska doing raids at our meat plants. I just hate how all these people is being stripped away from their kids and their families and shit like that for things that literally has nothing to do with them. With seeing everything that's going on in LA and shit like that, like y'all, it's finna get real fucking wicked.
So we are looking at this video and literally we are seeing the repercussions of the policies that were enforced by the current administration. So ICE raid, they went to this hospitality in Omaha, Nebraska, and they literally took over 70 workers and they were in America illegally. So these guys, they're not going back home today. Yes, they are going to be in ICE detention. They're going to be processed and then being taken back to their original home country. That's what's going to happen. And this is what they call FAFO. You make decisions, you vote the way you did, and now these are the repercussions. Karma is a bitch. That's what they say. I know some people right now, they're shaking their heads. I know some people right now, they're not understanding how the Latino community voted the way they did, because you're being told over 70% of Latino community voted for the current administration. And they knew during the administration, when they were campaigning, they said they're going to do mass deportation of illegal immigrants. And the Latino community knew about that, but somehow they voted the way they did because they always want to be associated with white people. They always want to be closer to the white people because the Latino community themselves, they view themselves as white people themselves. They don't want anything to do with the blackness. That's what's happening. And unfortunately, right now, the Latino community are literally affected by this mass deportation that are happening in America. You know, for the black Americans, America is their home. They cannot be deported. That's their home. That's their birthright. Because black Americans came to America as a result of slavery. And when slavery was abolished, they are 100% American citizens. So you can never ever deport a black American because America is their home. That's it. It is enshrined in the Constitution of America. Simple as that. So for the Latino community, as much as you want to look at yourself as a white person, you are not. That white card has been declined, and they're telling you on your face that you are not one of us. Yes, you voted for us, but you're not one of us. And so you have to go back to your home country. That's basically the message they are being sending across. So who is to be blamed? Who is to be blamed? Is it ignorance? Is it not being educated? Is it being putting your head in the sand, thinking that, you know, oh, I'm gonna bury my head in the sand, so this whole issue is gonna, you know, pass over my head and it's not going to affect me or my community or my people? Is that what happened to their head? Because literally there's this singer who sang this, I'm gonna vote for Donald Trump, and somehow also her family is affected. They have literally taken her family away, and she sang that anthem where say I will vote for Donald Trump, and the Latino community embraced that anthem, and yes, they sang it and they voted, and now these are the repercussions. Who is to blame? Is it ignorance? Is it not knowing what you're voting for? What is it exactly? Because I do not understand. For the likes of me, I'm trying to put my head around it. Like, how can you vote for something that is against your community, is against you? I don't understand that part. Anyway, let me know what you think about this video. Drop your comments, and of course I understand that aspect where in history the Latino community for the longest time, especially because they also had the colonialism in their community also. For the longest time, they've always wanted to be associated with whiteness. They always see white as good thing. They always see white as thriving. They always see white as being, you know, rich, power. They always associate themselves along that line. And yes, the media also played a role, playing a role in that they put that stereotype in us, especially the Hollywood industry, that anything to do with the blackness is bad. Anything to do with the black is poor. Anything to do with black is stealing. And something illegal about it. Anything to do with black is really not good for the society. So people grew up along that type. When they watch those type of movies where we are seeing these negative roles that were given to black people, and then these positive roles were given to white people. So yeah, people have that, they have internalized that, and now these are the repercussions. So people literally went to voting day and they voted against their best interest at heart. So right now people are crying, they're saying please help us, and people are wondering how are we going to help you, and yet the die has already been cast and the administration is already in power, and they've already enforced this policy, and now they're literally implementing it. I'm sorry about what's happening to the Latino community, but I hope the next time when we are doing election, please do better. Please vote for someone who has your best interest and your community at heart. Let me know what you think about this video, and please drop your comments. Subscribe.